Hey! And
Hello
we back,
again!
and we back, 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 and we back.
And we back to a brand new episode of Enjoy the Buzz.
Look at homie dropping my steeds.
Okay, alright, we were drinking last night, had some fun. A friend painted my nails recently.
That's exactly how my nails happened.
That's the way it happens sometimes.
Right, yeah.
It's been a pretty eventful week. New president.
Yep.
A whole bunch
We
of
survived 45.
Mm-hmm. We're on to 46, and a lot of new adventures going on. A lot of new ventures that we're having.
Do you remember back in the day where on TV, those like public broadcast stations, not necessarily PBS, but you'll see all those like weird channels while you're skipping through, people like reading each other's like astrology signs or what religion means to them, and they have all these crystals and all these smoke everywhere. Fucking Malcolm,
the mystic readings.
Yeah. Okay. Fucking. Not only does he have like a lot is going on for our producer Malcolm, okay, and now he's gonna be one of those mystic readers. But guess what he's reading?
What is he reading?
He is reading people's Mickey caps, okay? So if you drink a bottle of Mickeys, you get these little fun facts. You read underneath the fun facts. Apparently, the first one you drink tells a lot about you.
I did not know that. I'm actually waiting to see.
Malcolm, are you willing to check our readings?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, for sure. All right, let's run it.
Since the beginning of time, man has always wondered, what do the stars mean? What is life? What is anything? What are these symbols on these bottle caps? Well, Mystic Malcolm is here to decipher everything for you. As you see with my mystical stone and my monkey and this shit, I'm mystical as fuck. But with that being said, we'll take our first call.
I don't know what this is. It's a bee, a rake, a stop, maybe a sea lion or a sea otter.
It appears that your symbol says, don't break the seal. Don't break... Boy, stop taking a piss in the middle of the fucking podcast. Like, that's as simple as day. Like, that's literally what it's saying. Take a piss before the podcast, yeah? Yeah, so we don't have to keep stopping that shit in the middle of the shit. And you know, it's just a whole mess. So just stop it. Stop it. Next caller, please.
I got the cap. It has 2 music notes. Number 2,
it
the
appears.
word my, and then the ears.
Your symbol says music to my ears? Boy, you deceptive as fuck. Like, people can tell you shit and you just go with it. Stop believing shit people say. It's not real. They're lying to you. It's lies. It's lies. Look, read. You know how they said read in between the lines? No, please read the lines. They're all lies. 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 There. You're welcome. I hope you had a good time. Hopefully, I'll see you next time. This has been a great time with Mystical Malcolm. You're welcome.
Did you expect that from you?
I did not. You know what? I didn't know that was going to deal with today. I know woke up in the morning, and that's going to be how I find out my future.
My future wasn't all that surprising. It's, I'm going to take a pee. Like, that's me every fucking 30 minutes of my life.
It really is so frustrating.
It is so frustrating. I apologize for that. I didn't realize I had to stop the podcast that much. Jesus. All right.
But yeah, it's definitely been a crazy fucking week. Speaking of, new president and whatnot, the 45th did do something that was really fucking funny right before he left.
Specifically?
There's a lot of wild shit that he did, but for some reason on his last day of office, he decided to pardon Lil Wayne and Kodak Black.
He pardoned Lil Wayne and Kodak Black. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Joe Exotica had a limousine. He had his whole like haircut crew. the beauty crew. Like, he had a production company waiting for him.
Did he even make a banner too?
I don't know about the banner. I mean, I would not doubt it though. Like, he didn't even want to talk to press yet. He was like, he waited until he got home, and the first thing on his to-do list was to get his hair done before he was to go on camera. All right, this fool swore he thought he was coming out. I would have not have minded him coming out. I would have chose him over Kodak for sure. Yeah, dude. That guy, you know, he placed his bets a little too early.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking hysterical to think that, like, oh yeah, presidential pardon.
Yeah.
It's 2 rappers, and now Joe Exotic is doing that type of wild shit.
It's 2 like fake ass rappers though. I mean, like Lil Wayne's my guy. He's like my
saying,
top 5 of all time. But what I mean by fake is like, you know, like I don't even think they really like Trump. Maybe Kodak, because that fool's like mentally like not there, you know. But like, you know, they knew they were like put in a position where like, yep, I gotta like do what I gotta do. I gotta pick the cotton just to like be free, you know. Like that's what they did. That is what Lil Wayne did. That's what Kodak did. That is what happened. That is what happened. Tell me if I'm wrong, you guys out there.
I can't really say much about that, but I know my favorite thing that I saw in regards to Lil Wayne actually being pardoned.
Malcolm's cracking.
I ain't gonna touch that one. I am not gonna touch that one.
He tried to hold it in for a cool minute, you know. All right, let's start the episode right, boy.
All right, let's get it.
Here you go.
Ooh, see, you know, we gotta celebrate the right way.
We come in correct, and for you guys who do not know, every single one of these little bottles here come with a cool little fun little puzzle to figure out under the cap,
Which I just found out about today.
He just found out about today. All right, let's see mine. I'll show you guys right now.
Man, why do I get all the hard ones?
I
have absolutely no fucking idea what this could be.
All right, let's figure this out. All right, let's do mine first.
All right.
All right. It was blurry? All right, take 2. There's a lot of, like, you know, inauguration stuff going on. Everyone's celebrating, or at least probably our demographic is celebrating. Did you watch the inauguration?
Yes, I did. I watched
didn't.
the inauguration.
Not even a little bit.
It was really cool to watch the news and not being fearing for your life. And it was really nice to just like, well, like, oh, this is boring. Oh, wait, this is boring.
Thank God. Yeah, okay, I could totally see that. One thing that was buzzing all over the internet though was Bernie Sanders though.
Fucking Bernie Sanders.
He stole the entire day. He really did steal the entire day. What I saw more than anything was just like, you know, him posing like a little old lady, you know, snuggled up in his clothes, you know, and a lot of memes came out of that. What was some of your favorite ones? A man with his mittens.
My favorite ones were definitely the one Run the Jewels one that we saw earlier.
That's so far my favorite. It's cool. Like, it's the traditional Run the Jewels logo. Get an example.
Oh yeah, because you do have a record of it.
So it's like a traditional Run the Jewels logo, but instead it's with like the Bernie Sanders mittens, you know, and it's so hilarious, dude. It is comedy.
I'm loving it. I'm also like really enjoying the ones where people are putting like the Keanu Reeves meme of him sitting down eating the sandwich in combination with the Bernie Sanders one.
I have not seen that one.
They're putting like a whole bunch of different ones.
That's
all
comedy.
the album covers though, I have be fucking in tears every single time I see them.
Yeah. I haven't seen a whole lot of them, I'm not gonna lie. I've only seen a few. I haven't really been on the internet too much. My meme game is like not there. Like I was wearing these shoes yesterday, right? And like the homies were like, "Oh, loteria," and then they started saying like "escalator" or whatever. I'm just like, let me get this is a fucking TikTok, right? And like I don't fucking, and everyone laughed and everyone completely understood what they were talking about. I had no idea. Do you feel like that now? Yeah,
no, I feel that all the time. Dude, I've been feeling that way since, like, Facebook really started to pop off.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I've always been into old man shit when it comes to social media, dude.
I thought I kept up with social media, but now it's, like, way too much. Like, how is everyone supposed to know all these fucking TikToks? Like, you really gotta put, like, 2 hours aside of your day every single day to be able to keep up with all these.
That shit's fucking wild. And, like you were saying, like, there's a gang of people who you'll mention one phrase or one, like, allude to a song, and everyone knows what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
And it's like figuring out what the fuck just happened.
I remember pre-COVID, the box from Roddy Ricch had barely just came out, just a couple days in, and crowded club, and Roddy Ricch was playing, and all I knew was like, I'ma get lazy, and then every single other person in that building was singing word by word to the entire song. It's like, I just found out about this song. And now everyone only listens to meme songs. If I get on someone's car, they're playing meme songs.
Yep.
They're playing like FDT or some shit. Like, can we listen to like normal music? I respect and I support the message here. Bro, this is like a meme song, YG has a way better fucking discography out there that I would rather listen to on a casual basis.
But it's really cool to kind of see it just like how the internet is evolving again.
Yeah.
And how like artists are popping off. Because remember, like, our pops used to talk about back in the day where like rappers had to fucking give out the cassettes at the swap meet and shit.
Yeah.
To try and get traction. And now like an artist can pop up out of fucking nowhere.
It really is just like luck too.
Yeah.
Like you find like a easy hit on like a fucking SoundCloud. Someone sees, it's like a SoundCloud song, they can use it for free. Hey, fuck it, it's catchy enough. It's gonna pop off. It's unbelievable how crazy someone can easily become successful.
Fucking Dogface got a whole ass.
My boy, Dogface.
Yeah, it's fascinating to me just seeing how like the internet evolves and decides what it wants to choose.
Yeah.
Because again, going back to the whole Bernie Sanders thing, it's like Joe Biden is becoming the president of the United States.
No one gives a shit about Joe.
And Bernie Sanders just be sitting
bro.
in a fucking chair, has his mail with him, and he's like, you know what, I gotta do my business afterwards. And then he's like, no, all right, that's the champion.
I respect that about Bernie though. Like, no matter what he does, like, or no matter what time of the day it is, like, he's on his shit.
He's
always
on his shit. It's crazy to think that such an old man has like the youth that just in love with it.
Yeah, definitely. I still feel the burn. I wouldn't mind him trying to run a third time.
This
This time he'll pull it.
I don't
if he
know.
doesn't die by old age.
The man already had a heart attack in the last run. I didn't know what we're gonna get him in 2024.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Unless it's gonna be like some like evil con carne thing where like they take his brain and put it on top of a bear just to pilot him.
You know what? What's most important? We're done with Chester Trumpito.
Yes, we are.
That's the big one.
End of that era. I feel
Yeah.
a lot more relieved. Again, I'm saying I'm glad that politics isn't as fucking crazy as wild. I'm glad I'm not learning the news.
Bro, like, when the running was happening, it felt like I was watching like a UFC commercial. It was like fucking Republicans versus Democrats. Like, like fire effects, Bernie's talking this shit again. Sleepy Joe is like, not really saying much, but still winning the popular vote. It's like
CNN was the worst for that shit.
All of it. Even the radio fucking had fireworks effects sounds.
Fucking, it was like a prize fight, man. I feel like I have to watch the debates at the MGM Grand.
We should have gone to Vegas on. There probably would have been a bidding.
There probably was a bidding.
We could have bet on the electoral colleague vote. Damn, I think that's 4 years from now, we're going to do this all over again. All right? We're going to have an Enjoy the Buzz poll. Everyone who got Venmo, Cash App, put in your $20 drawings. I want to get the exact electoral colleague votes.
Whoa, that'd be wild.
Right? And like the winners fucking share the pot. I think that's a fucking thing right there.
We'll be running our own lottery basically for that one.
If Trump ran another 4 years, if he won his second term, how do you think an administration would have been run? Because I think the way it would have been run would be like a beer pong tournament where it's double elimination. You have a bracket, the winner's working its way to the top. The people who lost won, they already go to their own bracket, and now it's like, all right, who's going to be like the whatever of education? And like, I think that's like the future we're going to if Trump were to win a second term. If he were to win, that's how it would have happened.
Where things be said about beer pong tournament?
I mean, like, it's gonna be a double elimination bracket. That's how it's gonna happen.
It's like at that point you're gonna start like pulling in like the 7th and 8th string choices, man, because there's so many people that got arrested, fired.
They're all up into some sus shit too. They're all on some sus shit.
So it's nice again, just fucking have peace and quiet. I
Yeah.
don't have to worry about that shit no
Yeah.
more. That's out of my daily routine. Right now, the only thing I'm worried about in politics is Biden. When the money coming in. When the money coming in. That's the only thing.
Yeah, honestly, like, I want it. Are you gonna hold your breath for it anytime soon, though?
Nah.
Yeah.
It took, what, 8 months to get $600?
Yeah, but I know a lot of you are gonna be like, you know, really hoping for it to come sooner than later, you know, and spend your advances. We want your questions. We want your questions, you know, because our new little financier who you saw last week, he needs more questions to answer, you know? So, you know, Homie Financial got you.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know. Let us
We want
know.
to make sure to help you guys out as much as possible. And we'll make sure that Homie Financial can do what he can, but we need questions.
On stereo, eh? See, that's how much I'm just so, like, excited to hear the fucking part 2, you know?
Hey, man, I have to go from all over here. I got comfortable to do this. I don't want to do that.
You swear you got, like, WandaVision over here looking behind your
smooth ass shit. This shit was
You swear.
But you brought it up.
You been keeping up?
Yeah, I watched.
Have you guys been keeping up? I mean, like, it's not like you guys could respond, so, I mean, but yeah.
Dude, I actually really enjoy it. There's so many little things, like small little nuances and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That you can feel like a lot of the tension building up. And it's just a damn good
And
show.
there's very little moments of tension, too. It feels very much like an old-timey show. And, like, when this beekeeper came out, that whole scene was, like, a whole
so
45
fucking
seconds.
random.
Yeah. But I felt a whole bunch of emotions, and I didn't know how to calculate what they
Mhm.
meant, you know? Like, it was pretty wild. You know?
Yeah, it was definitely a really dope show, and it's really going a very weird route, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact specifics, but I was reading somewhere that Endgame was originally one of the alternate endings was gonna be like Wanda re-experiencing Vision's death, if I remember correctly, and and it was done and everything. They decided to remove it, but that would have been like the full-on jump-off point to WandaVision. Had they known it would have come out before Black Widow. Black Widow was supposed to come out
way earlier. And that shit kept on getting pushed back.
It's crazy though, and I'm just so looking forward to what's to come, you know, because like she was tortured into her power, you know, lost her brother, you know, arrested by Tony Stark, and then, you know, Vision ended up being like the watchdog watching over her, you know, she accidentally kills like a little family and shit like that. Like a lot of shit's happening to her. Vision dies, obviously.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. Just like her character has gone like it makes it even more exciting too, because like she's done with a whole bunch of shit, and I'm really curious to see how they're trying to like bring her some peace or something like that.
If they do, I feel like this is gonna be like a more proper representation of what, like, I haven't watched the movie, but of what the X-Men Dark Phoenix movie should have been, you know?
Yeah, because from the very little that I could manage to watch that movie, it's not.
Just from the trailers, I see, and I was like, I'm not even gonna try anymore.
Dude, Dark Phoenix was a fucking struggle.
You know what? Sophie Turner was great at her character being the whiny little girl in Thrones, you know? But that role cannot be implied everywhere else. It really cannot. She's falling apart here.
Yeah, man. It was such it like I felt like a lot of the actors too on Game of Thrones, like they had very solidified characters.
Yeah.
Then now a lot of the other shit just doesn't hit.
They're very much like, we can't see them as anybody else in a weird way, you know?
And I don't know if that's like you can't see them in the other like version of themselves.
I've not seen anybody succeed. Everyone I've seen from Game of Thrones, other than Brianna Tarth, who was in full helmet and fucking Stormtrooper metallic armor, you know, was able to really like play a role that I didn't see him as anything else but their character from Thrones.
I don't know. I think Peter Dinklage also has some pretty good roles too.
Excluding Peter Dinklage, but he was like, you know, Peter Dinklage.
It's fucking Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, the only American in that show, holding it fucking down. He's the only American. They did not want to hire Americans.
I had absolutely no idea about
that. Yeah, he's the only American in the show, and he's the only one really holding it down, bro. And he held it down before the show, you know? So that's the other thing he had going for him, you know?
I mean, he's a Southpaw elf, man. He has to make sure to represent for his people. Southpaw. That would always be my favorite role of his of all time.
He's an angry elf.
The fucking child book writer and elf. That shit was so much funny.
I want to know who had the brilliant idea of hiring him as a giant for Ragnarok.
That I don't know.
Or was it Endgame? I think it was Endgame.
I
think it was because Rocket was there, if I remember correctly. So it was Endgame.
No, it was not Endgame. It was Infinity War, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, because that's when Thor finally gets his axe for the first time.
I could have sworn Ragnarok was after Infinity War and before Endgame. Damn, we're fake nerds, guys.
Well, here's the thing. All right, we got some excuse. It's been a while since movies have been coming out.
Yeah, it's been a long time, dude.
But now, finally, some movies are actually starting to fucking come out again.
What are you most excited for?
I am actually really excited for the King Kong versus Godzilla movie.
Yeah, that was like hyped up for many, many years already, dude. And it died out, and now we finally got it. We finally got it after so much hype, but it's coming out with a whisper, which kind of sucks.
It does, but at the same time, it's two fucking giant beasts.
I'm still looking forward to it, but like it would have been a lot more of a slam, you know, for COVID, you know. But I am looking forward to it, you know. I'm a big fan of monster movies. I love Pacific Rim, and I love Power Rangers, you know. I love the $5 footlong commercials.
One of those does not belong.
They all belong together. They all belong together because they all have kaijus, okay? And like, I'm curious, who are your top favorite kaijus?
Oh,
top flight. Alright, so if you guys do not know, kaijus are those, like, you know, Godzilla, you know, super huge, fucking monstrous. Not necessarily good or bad, but, you know, they're monsters. They're giant monsters. God-tier monsters. Thank you.
Now, are we including just movies, TVs, video games? Like, how are we doing this?
I mean, like, let's not go crazy and say Cthulhu, okay?
I don't know. Cthulhu. I never thought of that.
But, you know, just, let's go with general pop culture.
Alright, general pop culture.
So it could be movies or TV.
Okay.
Or, you know.
I think number one for me always has to be Mechagodzilla because I always love how ridiculous he fucking looks all the time.
Never not look sellable. You know? Yeah.
It really, like, he always looks like someone met like the Godzilla out of like an old Game Boy parts.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can see that.
So I love how wonky he looks, and I love the fact that he fucking shoots out rainbow beams and shit.
I know, bro. And, like, it really is some like cyberpunk old drunk who used to like look up 4chan back in his youth. Had spare parts in abundance and made fucking Mechagodzilla.
No, it's so fucking funny, man. Yeah, Mechagodzilla has to be up there. I don't think the Megazord counts because that's
Megazord totally counts.
All right, so it gotta be the fucking Megazord, then, dude.
Yeah, for sure. Respect.
That's how I got really interested in him.
Yeah, definitely.
Fucking as a child, to see these giant fucking things fight each other, it was so awesome. After that, it's really a toss up. Is King Ghidorah? Ghidorah, I believe, is how you pronounce it, right? The 3-headed dragon from Godzilla. The yellow one.
I don't remember the name.
No, because that dude, it's so fucking cool again. Because those like old school Monster Mash games.
Yeah.
That character was always super OP. So that's why I really liked him a lot. After that, I don't know. That's a harder one. Reptar.
Reptar's a pretty good one.
That's number 4.
That one caught me off guard. I didn't even think of that one, bro.
How
about like Robo Reptar from Rugrats Go to Paris?
Ooh, no. All right, I can't do 2 robots.
but like he was like, all right. This fool was like made out of paper clips, gum, and rubber bands, you know. And he still took on that snail homie or whatever, you know, like. Mecha Reptar was pretty badass.
Alright, is Mecha Reptar on your top ones?
No, because I didn't think of Reptar. Ghosties, okay?
Alright.
Okay, for sure. Alright, my turn. Let's say, first I'm gonna start off a little easy.
Okay.
The guys from Pacific Rim, what were they called?
The Jaegers?
Jaegers, alright, the Jaegers.
Fuck yeah, dude,
Alright, the Jaegers from
sick.
Pacific Rim. They were fucking badass. And the Kaijus from Pacific Rim were even also, like, fucking badass. I didn't want to watch the sequel because I watched, like, the first quarter of it, and it looked so, like, sunshine and colorful in comparison
just
to the first
the trailers,
one.
how bright everything was.
Yeah,
I can't watch it.
yeah. Guillermo del Toro's vision was, like, completely, like, taken away, I think. I'm gonna, for my number 2, I'm gonna go with, Tyrone Biggins and Dave Chappelle.
Wait, what?
You don't remember, right? Tyrone Biggins, he ended up going to Japan, you know.
Oh!
Yeah. he's like taking a piss. All the Asian Japanese women are like, oh my god, it's a giant snake, you know. Like, he sees like fucking the volcano about to erupt. You know, he sees the volcano, does not run away from it. No, like a G, he goes and fucks the volcano. He goes and fucks the volcano and smokes a cigarette after he's done, bro. Like a fucking player. Like a fucking player.
Alright, my one that was caught you off guard was Reptar. That's what catches me off guard.
Yeah, totally. I can see that. Alright. Okay, the number 3 one would be the ones from the Bring Me the Horizon video, the recent video.
Oh, no,
I forgot the name of the song. The 2 robots were fucking duking it out, fucking destroying everything around them, right? It's getting intense. It's getting heated. Holy shit, I haven't seen a video like this. This song is intense. All of a sudden, the 2 robots start fucking making out and hooking up with each other. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I didn't think they were that sentient.
Even
you know?
kaijus are progressive, man.
Fucking, yeah, bro. No hate on 8. That's still too old school for you guys to remember.
I don't know what the fuck
I don't know where I'm going with that either. But, okay, for sure. Those 3. Damn, I gotta come up with a fucking cold ass number 4. I'm on a roll right now. I'm on a roll. So far, okay. I got this. Si se puede. I believe in myself. I could think of this.
See, I don't stall for time. I never do that.
It's bullshit.
It's not so fun, huh? It's not so fun.
So much pressure. It's crazy. I had a good one, and that was the first one I was going to say, and I totally forgot about it.
Alright, so should I buy you some time right now?
Buy me some time. Run the
You
mic.
mentioned the fucking Jaegers, and I think my favorite Jaeger in Pacific Rim has to be the Russian one. Just because it's like the old-ass shit model that's super bulky, and that's fucking the most of like a catastrophe waiting to happen because it's working on like old-ass nuclear reactors.
I love the idea behind Jaegers because they're so anime. You
Yeah.
know? It's like, okay, like, you know, you can't really, like, not one person can control it. We both have to be, like, you know, like, wired in, you know? It's very, like, fucking Darling in the Franxx, you know?
But it's also really cool, too, how they're showing, like, different
That's
countries.
my one. That's my number 4, all right? Darling in the Franxx, Strelitzia. Strelitzia is a motherfucking badass. And yeah, when they're piloting Strelitzia, it looks very sexual. But when they climax, you know that's like the biggest Kamehameha you'll ever see in space, alright? That's what I'm going with. Strelitzia from Darling in the Franxx.
So, I have no idea what that last one was.
Alright, it is what it is. It is what it is.
So,
02 is a waifu, okay? And I want y'all to agree with me because, like, there's no denying that. She's a bit of a fucking psychotic, selfish freak, but there's something really sexy about it.
So you know that, like, that thing that we say a lot, you know, we'll let the audience know in post. I'm gonna have to figure this out in post because I have no idea. I just love your list went from like went really cool, and then I was like, oh yeah, the third one, they like robots started making out. That was kind of whatever. And the fourth one, yeah, you know, it might be like a sexual arousal thing.
I started too hot. That's what happened. I started too hot. I ran out of ideas. I still forgot the original idea I wanted to say because it was a good one. It'll probably come out later. But okay, let's move forward. You
know the funniest part too?
Yeah.
About the list that we both provided? Is that we were talking about Godzilla and King Kong, and neither of them are actually on the list.
No. We only had one Godzilla canon character.
I had 2, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of...
Oh, man.
It's not fun to like the main character, man.
Yeah, and then, like, sometimes, you know, like, okay, like, shit like Godzilla, and I'm actually a big fan of main characters, you know? But, like, shit like Godzilla, and then there's Voltron. You know, like they started so early. They started this like whole topic that there's just a lot of better and funnier ideas that just evolved naturally from it. So it's not like we don't want to choose it. It's just because Tyrone Biggins came out and fucked the volcano. So like
you can't compete with that.
You can't compete with that.
Godzilla never got really handsy with the volcano before.
Yeah, on some real shit.
I mean, there was a like baby bird scene that he did in the last Godzilla movie where he fucking breaks that thing's jaw open and laser beams it in the mouth. That shit was cool.
That sounds cool.
I saw that shit in IMAX. That blew me fucking
Oh shit, that sounds pretty badass.
And kind of, also bringing up Scarlet Witch earlier, Scarlet Witch and her brother Quicksilver. It's weird how in the Godzilla movie they're married because in the Marvel movies they're simply they came out right by each other.
Wait, they were in the Godzilla movies?
Yeah, the Godzilla movie, like the first one and the most recent like rerun of them. Or like reboot of it, where the Kick-Ass who played Quicksilver and he was like a Marine in the Godzilla movie.
I know Brie Larson was in it.
Brie Larson was in the Godzilla movie?
Brie Larson was in the recent Godzilla movie or Skull Island.
Oh, I'm not talking about Skull Island. I'm talking.
Oh, the newest. I have not seen that one.
No, that one is super sick.
With the little crazy chick with the nosebleed from Stranger Things. That's the one, right?
No.
That's the newest
I haven't seen that one. That's Godzilla King of the Monsters.
God,
the one before Godzilla.
I gotta keep up. See, COVID got me fucked up. COVID got me fucked up.
Before Godzilla King of the Monsters, it was the one that reintroduced Godzilla again.
I could have sworn that was the one with the little nosebleed chick.
Yeah, no. 11 is in Godzilla King of the Monsters. I still have not seen that one yet. I need to rewatch. I need to watch that one.
And King Kong had Brie Larson. Shit, there. Okay, I'm far behind you. I'm far. I got some googling to do after we're done here.
All right, we used to be like used to fucking the shit ton of movies coming out all the time.
Yeah,
right?
dude. I was such a movie buff, and now I'm just like, say what?
Yeah. So, the Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, they were in another movie together as a married couple instead of as siblings.
That is crazy.
Literally like 6 months after they debuted.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Yeah,
really
that's
weird
probably why they had to kill them off. If you think about it.
We can't do that. You know how the movie doing it's like,
The fan base is shipping these two a little too hardcore. We gotta end it right now. We don't kill people unless we bring them back, but now we gotta make some decisions. It's a little bit weird.
We gotta make some cuts, and unfortunately, that's where it started.
Yep. The only thing that Fox is doing better that we were doing, is Quicksilver 2. So we can't look bad. We just gotta end it.
An abort mission on that one.
Super abort mission, bro. He died from a bullet. He's supposed to be like the fastest man in the fucking MCU.
But he died like a hero, though.
He died like a hero, but he wasn't all that great, to be one of our first big losses,
I can kind of get that, but again, going back to what we were talking about before, it's that Scarlet Witch would be going through some shit.
She gonna be going through some shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? The losses on Marvel, like a lot of the times, I don't feel like that they're that permanent, and they always suck because they always somehow come back to life, And now there's news that Captain America is gonna come back to the MCU.
Yeah, but he never died though.
He kind of like.
He was just like, I got old age because I got some ass now.
How do you think they'll do it? How do you think they'll do it? What I hope is he comes back to restart the Wolverine era, and that's how they introduce Wolverine.
That would be dope.
That's what I'm hoping
That would be,
for.
I think, the part that would be the sickest one because that's like
those two were so well hand in hand. And back when I was like in my big Marvel vs. Capcom days, I always chose 2 Wolverines and Captain America.
I know, because that shit would always be fucking annoying. Insect the barrage all the fucking time. Stars and stripes, stars and stripes. Alright, I just shoot you from afar and I'm fucking fine. You dick.
Charging star.
God, now I actually have a headache just hearing stars and stripes.
Oh, the memory.
Oh, man, hell yeah.
No, yeah, I think it would be pretty cool. I feel like that's like the safest bet or like the most plausible.
Yeah.
For a Cap to do something with Wolverine, because the mutants got to show up at some point, man.
Mutants do gotta show up,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, there's the Fantastic Four are getting a movie, and if the Fantastic Four can be on screen for like the 5th time again, then we should get some mutants.
Yo, like, they had Jessica Alba, they had Chris Evans, they had Michael B. Jordan. They still suck. How did they fuck it all up? You know, they did it so many times, and it sucks, and it sucks, and it sucks.
Storyline because it wasn't for Marvel.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Straight up on everything for sure.
What, like Fox owned the last?
All Fantastic Four movies.
Yeah.
Fox owned a lot of X-Men and Fantastic Four and all that shit. So like
I feel
that's
like
why
Fantastic Four is really hard to follow though.
But it's
like
not,
Quicksilver, how hard is that to make it look good? You know.
Yeah, but like Fantastic Four is easily connected to the Avengers and Spider-Man.
Oh, easily,
Fantastic
sure.
Four, you could do so
And
much with that. But they didn't have.
You got Dr. Doom stand right here.
Yeah, Dr. Doom connected to Fantastic Four, but here's the thing: Dr. Doom might come back in the new Spider-Man because Spider-Man is traveling, and where he's going to, Dr. Doom is fighting a war, a civil war over there, which Captain America is going to fight on the other side's behalf. So they might probably introduce Dr. Doom, and which might introduce Reed, which might introduce Fantastic Four, but that's just a speculation.
Talk your shit, Michael. Talk your shit. I really hope the microphone picked on that.
Yeah, dude. Oh shit! I'm just hyped, Doctor Doom. There's a possibility. Oh, I'll be so fucking hyped, dude.
Yeah, honestly, like, I love both MCU and Marvel. I prefer Marvel, but like Marvel is lacking on enemies, yo. It's lacking on enemies.
That's why fucking Doctor Doom. And then, you know, MF Doom recently passed away. It makes perfect sense to do it now.
Yes. I'm not sure if I understood why it makes sense to do it now, but yes.
Because do it for the fucking culture,
Do
man.
it for the culture. All right, for sure. Do it for the culture. I'm 100% with that. It's crazy, though, man.
I just want to see that fucking space
Doom
wizard
died, bro.
Yeah,
Doom died.
Yep.
That is wild, you guys. We
The
keep
one
losing
villain
people.
in hip-hop.
Everyone's dropping like flies, yo. It's crazy.
It is wild, but at least like his rhyme scheme, like that shit is still untouchable.
Yeah.
Like Doom was such a very different type of artist, different type of like rapper in general. So it sucks that he's gone, but at the same time, like I feel like he left a damn good ass legacy.
Yeah, he did. You know damn well Marvel's gonna like license a couple songs for the Doctor Doom movie too on
sick.
everything.
Honestly,
Kendrick Lamar.
Right?
if fucking Doctor Doom shows up to an MF Doom track,
A remix with Kendrick, like
Ooh,
Kendrick already
yeah.
has like
with the Black Panther
Yeah.
shit, dude, that shit would be wild.
That would be wild. Are you kidding me?
Fuck it, Marvel, Jon Favreau, please, camera, zoom in if you need to on post.
Watch him like take off the mask too in the end of the music video. And
It's
then
just Killer Mike.
No, and then no, it's Chadwick Boseman.
That'd be some wild shit.
That'd be
some
wild.
real wild shit.
But then he's Black Panther. How?
Black Panther has a story arc with Doctor Doom.
He actually
I
does.
just kicked the pop
He
mic.
does.
There's a lot of dope shit with Doctor Doom and Wakanda and stuff like that. But I know. And now,
All right, I gotta pee.
okay, all right. So should I stop talking or keep on talking? Should I just run the show slowly?
Your call.
All right, real quick. Again, camera, zoom in on me. Zoom in on me. let me. This is just a request from the bottom of my heart, as someone who's a big fucking fan of Marvel, Disney, and hip hop. Now the idea of Doom being only like surrounded by hip hop music is like the dopest shit in the fucking world to me now. Like imagine that fucking Doctor Doom shows up, shit's blowing up all around him, shit's popping off, and he just shows up to El Chapo from the game. That shit would be fucking wild. Just fucking shows up. I am a god. Dude, that'd be epic.
They should. I think Disney should really like look into like hiring hip hop artists for like their Marvel movies because that's just a game changer. Do you see Black Panther's numbers because of the music alone?
That album alone is so
that
fucking
shit was a
good,
game
dude.
changer. The album came out and everyone was like, "I'm watching this movie just from listening to the music." So like,
Because that album was hard as shit, man.
Disney, Marvel. I'm just saying, link up with some hip hop artists for these Marvel movies because I'm telling you, your rating's gonna go up and this is gonna be fire. Like, Think about it. Imagine someone just fucking up some shit to some hardcore hip hop. Like, yo,
That shit would be wild.
That shit would be wild. Like that shit, you can't even imagine.
What's our timer right now?
25 minutes.
25 minutes. I thought of a topic.
That's funny.
All right. Okay. All right. Now that we're kind of on this thing,
And I'm back from taking the leave.
he's back to take the lead. Actually, I'm really curious about this. I know that we're talking a lot about hip hop and like Marvel and DC and stuff. And there's actually like a good history about that with hip hop and like comics and stuff.
There is.
Because there was even like a whole bunch of lines of Marvel comics that had hip hop album remixes.
Run the Jewels did a new Howard the Duck variant.
Yeah, there was like what? It was like 6 to 8 months where there was every week was a different hip hop variant.
Yeah.
Which now, from all the most recent movies and shows that are being released, like what is like the character you want to see show up to a hip hop track, and what track would that be? Because like for me now, hearing fucking El Chapo when Dr. Doom shows up, that'd be sick as fuck. Hearing Ultimate from Denzel Curry playing when Carnage shows up on screen at some point, that shit would be fucking wild.
It would be crazy to see those. Okay, I was a little confused at first,
Yeah.
then he broke it down, right?
It's
El
like,
Chapo, I am the guy, and Dr. Doom just showing up. Out of a cave
dude,
or
that
some
shit would be fucking
Yeah.
sick.
And then Carnage with Ultimate, like, that just makes so much sense. Alright, okay, I see what you're saying.
Alright.
I see what you're saying. Okay, number one, Cap Survival, I'm proud to be an American. No, I'm just playing. That's a good one. That is a good one.
Yeah,
I want to see Ant-Man, like, right when he's about to, like, pop off and do some cool-ass Ant-Man shit. Just in the background, I just want to hear it. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a... Bro, that's what I
I'm
want
glad
to
we're
hear.
the same wavelength. This is it, Ant-Man. First song popped up.
Yep. Respect. Well, okay, that's one for me, for sure.
Alright.
How about you?
I gave 2 already.
You
I
gave
gave
2?
2.
Alright, okay. I thought we were going to bounce back and shit like that, you know? Okay, for sure. Another one, another cool one. Okay. I like Miss Marvel in the comics. I like her in the video game. But I think I only really like Miss Marvel because of the original Captain Marvel, you know? When she had the stripe or the lightning bolt on her. Like, back when she was fun as fuck, you know? This new Ms. Marvel show that's coming out looks like probably the first Marvel show I'm gonna pass on, you know? And I'm a big Ms. Marvel fan, but like it doesn't look like I'm part of the demographic. But what I would love for, like, what I would love to happen is just some like aggressive shit just to come out of nowhere. She's about to kill her like child enemy, and then you just hear dun 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 dun. X gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. Like that would be like so far left. That would be so far left. I'll be cool with that.
Fuck, but can they still do that though? Because I know Deadpool has that track.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh, you're right. You're right. All right. Okay.
Sorry. Take some of the wind out of your sail.
For sure. All right. Okay. Respect. Okay. Damn. That's a tough one.
It is a tough
Who
one.
is a West Coast Avengers? Because most of them come from the East Coast.
That is true. Fuck, who is a West Coast Avenger?
We don't have a lot of West Coast Avengers.
We really don't, man. All the superheroes are all in New York and shit.
Yeah.
Well, not Avengers.
Avengers too.
Well,
Like
we
in,
don't have a lot of Avengers from the West Coast because most of them are East Coast and
Yeah.
in New York, but we do have Marvel characters in different places.
I can't think of predominantly West Coast based Marvel character though.
Nah, neither can I.
I really can't. Huh. I just saw something right now. It's an older track, but me, myself, and I went for the new Spider-Man movie. When Tobey Maguire fucking...
That is interesting.
and all three moved together.
Yeah.
That would be a dope old school track to play for that.
I agree. I'm sorry, I swallowed. Awkward silence.
I was saying, like, I was proud of myself of that one.
no, that's a cool one. Cool one. All right, what would be another cool one? All right, Deadpool 3 has finally been greenlit. It's gonna be rated R,
and including in the MCU universe too.
Yeah.
Woo.
That's the big one. It's gonna be in the MCU universe. One thing I'm tripping about how it's like it's not gonna like Disney Plus swore they won't play any rated R movies. You know. So you would just have to be Deadpool and switch it up, you know, and somehow Deadpool finds himself with Dr. Evil with sharks with freaking laser beams on their head.
Wait, what?
And they're all different sizes.
Uh-huh.
And as he's killing them from like, you know, the smallest to the biggest, he just, you know, baby shark to do baby shark to do moves on, daddy shark to do daddy shark moves on, grandma shark to do. Every layer is just a different level boss, you know, that he kills as bigger the bigger that he gets, the bigger the shark. I think that's so in vain with Deadpool.
Dude, that actually would be fucking perfect.
I feel like that makes a lot of sense.
That would make a lot of fucking sense. I feel like that would hit exactly where it should.
Yeah, I feel like that would be like a quick, like, that's like the opening intro. You just like, you know? So that's the one. Alright.
Alright, you know, yeah, I can't top that one. I really can't. I think that's where we have to end that. If you just fucking top it, I'm done.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Let us know, however you can find us on social media.
Oh, we're closing the show off?
I don't know. I think we're closing it
Okay.
off.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
I wasn't sure either. I was stuck in thought.
Yeah, let us know on social media where you can find us out. But yeah, I think that was a great way for us to end it off this week.
Yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're a little off in the beginning, but I think we're like figuring out a little more what we want to do in the future, you know? And if you guys like what we did on the second half, let us know that we're going the right route with this.
We'll try our best. We'll catch you next week.
Take care. Good night.